To work out the area of a rectangle, you multiply the length by the width. So the area of this rectangle is 15 square metres. 15 metres squared, simple. But how on earth could you work out the area of this rectangle? We don't know this length, and we don't know this length. This length is x, that's some unknown number. And this length is, well, we don't know that one either. So how could we possibly work out the area? What we need to do is form an equation. Solving equations can solve all sorts of problems. Now, what we do know in a rectangle is this length at the bottom is the same as this length at the top. So, 7x minus 2 is equal to 3x plus 34. They are the same. So here we have an equation which we can solve. To solve an equation, you do the same thing to both sides. We want to end up with x on one side and a number on the other side. So, I'm going to add 2 to both sides. I want to get rid of this minus 2. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So we add 2 to this side, it's disappeared. So I'm going to add 2 to that side. Now, I want to get rid of this 3x. So I need to take away that 3x, and I must do the same thing to both sides. So I take away 3x from that side, I'm left with 36. So I take away 3x from that side. 4x is 36, so x equals 9. So now we know x equals 9. So the area is going to be 9 times, well, what's this length now? 7x. 7 9s are 63, 62, 61. So the area of that rectangle is going to be 9 times 61. (549 centimetres squared), assuming these lengths were in centimetres. Here's another equation. So to solve this equation, we need to do the same thing to both sides to keep it balanced. We want to get rid of this 3. So I'm going to take away 3 from that side. I must take away 3 from the other side. 8a equals 2a plus 24. Now, I don't like that 2a there, so I'm going to take him away. Take away 2a from that side, I'm left with 24. So I take away 2a from this side. 6a is 24, so a equals 4. Remember, you can do whatever you like as long as you do the same thing to both sides. Equations are equal. The left-hand side is the same as the right-hand side. Like an aeroplane flying nice and straight and level. It's balanced. Now, imagine you put an elephant onto one side. To keep it balanced, otherwise your plane is going to crash, you must put an elephant onto the other side. Now we're okay. We can land that plane nice and straight and level. Let's say we decide to put an engine onto this side. We must do the same thing to the other side to keep it the same. We're going to add an engine onto that side. Let's say we decide to get rid of that elephant. We're going to take away an elephant from this side. We can do that as long as we take away the elephant from the other side to keep it equal. You can do whatever you like as long as you do the same thing to both sides. Here's another equation. So, I want to end up with a on one side and a number on the other side. So I'm going to get rid of that minus 1. How do you get rid of minus 1? Well, you add 1. He's going to disappear. If I add 1 to this side, he's gone. So I must do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to add 1 to that side. Now, I don't like that 3a there, so I'm going to take him away. Take away 3a from that side. I must take away 3a from this side. So 4a equals 12, a equals 3. Here's another equation. X plus 2 divided by 3 equals 4. Now, I want to get rid of things I don't want. I want to get rid of that divided by 3. He's in the way. So, I'm going to multiply this side by 3. X plus 2. That's got rid of the dividing by 3. Now, if I've multiplied that side by 3, I must multiply this side by 3. So I get 12. Now, take away 2 from both sides. X equals 10. Here's a nice simple equation. Now, I want to get rid of that plus 4, so I'm going to take away 4 from both sides. 5m equals 35. Now, I can divide both sides by 5 to get m equals 7. Here's another equation. This time I want to get rid of that minus 2. To get rid of minus 2, I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So, 9c equals 27. Now I can divide both sides by 9, so c equals 3. Let's try these two equations together. So, number 1, copy the question. Okay, first step. We're going to get rid of that plus 4. So we're going to take away 4 from both sides. So write this down. 3a equals, so we've taken away 4 from that side. We take away 4, we get 15. Okay, now write your answer. Have you written a equals 5? Okay, number 2. So copy the question. 5e minus 1 equals 39. So you want to get rid of that minus 1. So we're going to add 1 to both sides. So 5e equals 40. Now divide both sides by 5. You have e equals 8. Right, try each one of these equations yourself. Pause the video and you'll see the answers in a moment. Okay, answers. So, you've copied the question. Now, we're going to add 5 to both sides. So, 7x equals 42. So, x equals 6. Number 4. We've copied the question. Now, we're going to take away 2 from both sides. So 3p equals 18. P equals 6. Number 5. Take away 1 from both sides. 9w equals 72. So w equals 8. Number 6. Add 2 to both sides, so 5y equals 45. Divide both sides by 5, y equals 9. Now, let's have a look at this one. This time we have letters on both sides. We do exactly the same thing. We do whatever we like, as long as we do the same thing to both sides. So first, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. 8g equals 2g plus 48. Then I want to get rid of that 2g. So I'm going to take away 2g from that side. So I must take away 2g from this side. 6g equals 48. So g equals 8. 6 8s are 48. Now, when you get good at these, you can do 2 steps at once. And actually it makes it easier. Have a look at this one. So, I want to get rid of 4x from both sides, but I also want to get rid of that plus 2 from both sides. So I'm going to take away 4x from both sides, and I'm going to take away that 2 from both sides. So 5x equals 55, x equals 11. Right, try each of these yourself. Pause the video and we'll see how we've got on in a moment. Okay, answers. Number 1. I want to take away 3 from both sides, and I'm going to take away the 2m from both sides. So 6m equals 30, m equals 5. Okay, number 2. So I want to get rid of that minus 2. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. And I want to get rid of that a. So I'm going to take away a from that side. I must take away a from that side. So 4a equals 28. A equals 7. Right, go onto Folder, download the worksheet and give them a go. Good luck.